Well, I have lots of favourite stories in the Bible, but there's one which has particular significance for me. It's the story of someone who isn't very well. And I can remember this story because my Bible as a child had pictures in it. And it showed me the picture of Jesus in a house surrounded by his close friends. And some other people brought a man who wasn't well, and he was on a stretcher, and they couldn't get in the house to find or get close to Jesus. So they went up on top of the roof, and they took the roof off, and they lowered this man so that he was right in front of Jesus. And that has always reminded me of the importance of how Jesus wants us to be really close, and that as a priest, I must always make sure that everyone has the opportunity of being close to Jesus.
My favourite Bible story is the story about a young man who asked his dad for his share of his dad's money. You probably know this story, and it's called The Prodigal Son. He took the money and he went off and he basically wasted it and realized that he had nothing. He was living with pigs, he wasn't being fed, he had nothing else to do. And he realized that he'd made a huge mistake, and he wanted to go back and tell his dad that he'd made a huge mistake. And the best part of the story is the reaction of his dad when he saw his son coming back, rushed to meet him, gathered him up, and then threw a huge party for him and his friends. And that to me is so much a description of what God is like. We all make mistakes, every one of us does, and all we have to do is say, sorry, I'm really sorry I made a mistake, forgive me, and I'll start again. And that's who God is for me.